finally... But I'm not... Never mind. There's going to be a joke in there, but I gave up on it immediately. Hello, I need this water, and then I'm going to start. Oh. Yes. Yes, Camp to Squash. Okay, I'm playing Path of Titans. And I have something exceptionally boring planned today, so strap in. Here we go. I'm going to check in on all of my dinos and my non-dinos. First with herbivores, and then carnivores, and then non-dinos. And I'm going to do it in alphabetical order as best I can. And I'm going to make sure that they have food and water, and then we get to wait a minute, literally a whole minute, while I unload them and log to the other thing. Okay, so this is my Camptosaurus, my Jurassic herbivore, my hopping Jurassic herbivore. And I don't feel the Camptosaurus would be out at night. Didn't realize it was going to be nighttime. That is dangerous, but it is okay. Stream is healthy. I'm glad the stream is healthy. That's lovely. Okay. Go there. Alright, so I'm sneaking down here to eat some roots, because I believe I can eat roots. And I believe this root is found in loamy soil. Something's coming. Don't know when, but it's soon. Did you hear that? Oh, here comes the moon. Warning that I may end things early if an opportunity to socialize pops up. If an opportunity to socialize pops up, I may take it, and I may abandon streaming for the sake of interaction. So I don't know whether that was a carnivore or a herbivore, but I got out of there. So my food situation is pretty good. I'm going to make my way to the woods. I feel Camptosaurus would like to live in the woods or in the grasslands, but not like in a dried lake bed. Listening. Not hearing anything. Where am I going? I need to go this way. My Campto needs to be near water too. But got to come up with criteria for, are my dinos fed and watered? That's the idea, is that we're feeding and watering each dino in sequence and making sure everybody's doing good, everybody's safe. Not that they run out of food and water when you don't load them in. So the best way to keep them safe is to have not played them, but that's silly. Being solo in this game is spooky. So since it'll be kind of impossible to keep them fully fed and fully watered, the question becomes, How much is enough? Can I eat mushrooms? No. Can I eat pine cones? So this dino, if it gets in trouble, it just has to run. It doesn't really have any abilities in terms of fighting. That suits me fine. That's my preferred method of dealing with my problems anyway. The ambient noise is driving me crazy. There's some kind of ambient background noise at night that sounds like a police siren, and I always think that there's a police vehicle or an ambulance or something driving by. But it always happens at night, so it is the game. Yep, I can eat pine cones. I assume I'm eating the seeds or nuts that come out of the pine cones, but... because I don't know if you've ever tried eating a pine cone. It doesn't go down easy. The music is so noisy I can't tell if I need to be running from something. Oh, there it is. I was like, where does the comment even go? Exactly. Pinon nuts. It's delicious. How's it going? Funny seeing you here. I decided to just leave this live. I usually kind of turn it off and just record. I wonder if there's a way to make the chat like bigger, because it's absolutely tiny. Heavy feet. I keep forgetting that I don't have to be quiet. My dinosaur has to be quiet, but I can make noise. I'm going to creep down this hill. When I watched video, I'm going to point something out and you're never going to be able to unsee it. When I watched videos of this game before I started playing it, it bothered me how much the dinosaurs slide along the ground. But I think it's just like with the weird effects that you can see in Spider-Man with the web swinging, swinging. Swinging. You don't sling the web, you swing on the web. Playing it, it does not feel like the dinosaur is sliding along. But if you look at the feet, they don't really contact the ground very satisfyingly. I think that's just sort of a compromise to make the animations work how they need to work, but also make the dinosaurs feel responsive. They have to kind of slip and slide. But as a player, you don't look at your dinosaur's feet, We're looking at everything else. Moon! Alright, let's disappear back into the forest. It is pretty, isn't it? It's a little hot springs. It's pretty, but I have died there, so I don't hang about. If I pause and I make this face, it's because I'm listening. Alright, this dino is pretty fed and watered. I'm just gonna kind of get it out of the way here. And I was looking for some more pine cones or something, just to top off my hunger meter. Don't see any, though. They're lower down. Like, I need to come up with a criteria for how much is full enough, how much is you know, too thirsty or too hungry, because I could play the same dinosaur forever just going back and forth between getting food and water. Because unless I have a food source immediately next to a water source, one's going to be ahead of the other. Let me just eat these pine cones and we'll call it good. Alright, we have to wait a minute. If you don't wait until the timer ends, then the dinosaur stays sitting in the world longer than the timer. That's my understanding. So you can sit here for a minute, and then you can log out and it'll disappear, or you can log out before the timer is done and it'll stay sitting there for several minutes. And that is to avoid people logging out, to avoid losing a fight. But it means that if you're doing what I'm doing, which is switching between dinosaurs constantly, you have to wait a minute over and over again. That's fine. So that was Camptosaurus. An iguanodontid, I think, from the Jurassic, I believe. And what are we going to do next? Probably Dinocyrus, A, B, C, D. Okay. Where is my Dinocyrus? There it is. Female Dinocyrus mirificus, or something to that effect. I still have the Piccolino stuck in my head. I've had the Piccolino stuck in my head for 4 days. Okay, so we're in the swamp. That's lovely and all. How much you want to bet a Suchomimus is going to try to eat me? Or 4 Suchomimus, as the case is probably going to be. Where does it want me to go, by the way? It wants me to go to the Green Hills. What I should really have is my map, so that I know exactly what constitutes the Green Hills. It's the same picture as this, except somebody has drawn on it. I can go to the Green Hills. I don't mind doing that. Let me out of the map. Okay. Alright, I make big footsteps. So 3 guesses what famous dinosaurs are most closely related to Dinochirus? Well, I attempt not to die to the various aquatic predators that are probably here. I should check, what is my metabolism right now? Fish. So if I want food, I need to fish for it. But I am not hungry yet. Iguanodon is a good guess, but no. I won't make you guess 3 times. This is an ornithomimosaur. So related to Ornithomimus and Struthiomimus and Gallimimus and those ostrich-type dinosaurs. Except it's massive, and it looks like this. It's called... Okay, that's a pterosaur. It scared the heck out of me, but it's just a pterosaur flying around. It's called Dinochirus Horrible Hand. I think I was saying this already recently. I'm repeating myself now, but they found the arms to this thing back in the day, and then didn't have an associated body to attach to it for a really long time. And so, hello fish. And so, it just seemed to be a giant carnivorous dinosaur of some kind. But no. It is a big ostrich-like dinosaur, except completely different niche. So that's fun and interesting, but I don't know any further facts about it. I might be about to die. Sticking my head in a rock, that's no good. I heard something out there. I can afford to wait. Whoops, that's not what I meant to do. Stand up. Alright, looking close at this map, I want to try to figure out how I'm supposed to get up past these cliffs. Not by walking into a tree, that's not the way to do it. Yeah, its head. It is kind of, isn't it? I'd never thought about how it is like an ostrich dinosaur on its head. People around here call it the duck. I don't know if that's because Dinochirus takes too long to say. Yeah, I'm trying to go to the bottom left of the mini-map. This is so pretty, though. I'm trying to go to the bottom left of the mini-map, but I can't get up the cliff. Alright, so far so good. It's a dangerous time to be a Dinochirus because a lot of people are currently playing Suchomimus, which is a Baryonyx relative It's a type of Spinosaur. They're semi-aquatic. They've gotten very fast, very strong, and a lot of people are playing them. So I'm being a little bit dumb here, but I said I was gonna go through my dinosaurs in alphabetical order, so that's what I'm gonna do. That's no problem. Go when you gotta go. This will stay on the channel. How do I get up? I also feel like the Dinocaurus is in a bit of trouble in general, because what do? Do they hide from aquatic and semi-aquatic carnivores by going on the land, but they're not fast enough to run away. And they can hide in the water from terrestrial carnivores, but only if the water is close by. This might have been the wrong way to go. What constitutes green hills? Can I get to the green hills by standing over here? Nope. I don't really need to go to the green hills. I should definitely not take any risks by going to the green hills, but it'll just give me a little extra points. Ooh, it's pretty. The end of the movie has arrived. Why am I not in the green hills yet? Map. Map, you have lied to me. I should be there. Strange. Very strange. Well, let's go get water anyway. Because that's what we really need, is water. Oop. I can go faster, but it'll make so much noise. Don't want to risk it. It's very meditative to be a dinosaur, but it's also very alarming when you're trying to avoid being eaten. I wonder if there are going to be any fish in here. Where am I? I'm there, okay. I'm going to take a risk that there's a crocodile in this water and save here, because I just watered myself, and can I last a minute without air? That's an interesting experiment. We'll find out. I don't know what I was looking at there. Yeah, I think I can last a minute. I've been in here 30 seconds, and I haven't gotten very out of breath, so that's good. A, B, C, D. K would be Kentrosaurus, I think. I'll double check. I need more herbivores. No, H-I, Iguanodon. So that was Dinocyrus. Loading. Okay. Yeah, so that was Camptosaurus. I always say the wrong thing. Camptosaurus C. So I got Iguanodon next. Okay, let's enter. Oop. I hear footsteps next to me. That could be bad. Yeah, that's bad. I think that's a Giganotosaurus. They haven't noticed me yet. I think they're just questing. They're walking away. Well, we're gonna just wait here for a second while they walk away from me. My goodness. They're still not looking at me. But boy, are they close. I hope they're not hungry. I'm going to start trying to creep away. They're questing, but that doesn't mean that they wouldn't hunt me if they were hungry. Okay. Where am I now? I'm backing up. It's a different noise from the other direction. I want to get down to the dried lake bed to have some roots, because that'll also get me some water. But I'll be very exposed there, and I'm pretty sure I'm not faster than a Giganotosaurus. And I do not know how to fight. But, whatever, what's life without a little risk here, huh? I think Iguanodons would still get think iguanodons are getting 15% increase to their passive growth right now. Eat. This is the new, it's not new to anybody else, this is the new texture skin that I turned on earlier today. Kind of golden. It's pretty. Zebra-like. Alright, I'm full. Hello there, Iguanodon. I'm full. I could use a little bit of water, but, you know, it's fine. Gonna hold some roots in my mouth. I don't see any predators chasing me, so that's good. This was exactly where the Camptosaurus was. So there's a pass up this way. I might make for that pass if I don't get stuck in these rocks. I made it. Okay. I think this is good enough. I think I've made it far enough. Let's sit down. Let's lay down. Okay, and we'll start the timer. H-I-J-K. Now we go to Kentrosaurus. And I think Kentrosaurus is actually fed and watered already, so that might just be a waste of time, but we'll see. This is the task I have set myself. Let me take this opportunity to double check that no one is trying to get a hold of me. No, nobody's trying to get a hold of me as far as I can tell. Ten seconds. Bed Bath & Beyond texting me about things. Okay, we made it. Not going to be eaten by the Giganotosaurus or anything else. At least not on this dinosaur. Alright. So yeah, I think Kentrosaurus. Okay. I am relatively watered, but I am not fed. What is my metabolism right now? Herbivore. Okay, this is going to be super dangerous. This is Kentrosaurus, by the way. It's a smaller relative of Stegosaurus. But it's still glorious. Look at it. I know where there's food and water. There's very likely to be carnivores as well. So in this one, my tail is my only weapon. and my speed. So I'm not sure what I can and can't outrun. Some things are pretty fast. And I can also turn. I can turn really well, not that way. That's not so good. I can turn like that pretty quickly. But I get rather uncoordinated when I am playing, and especially when I'm stressed. I often turn all the wrong ways. Oh, food is this. Speaking of which, food is this way. I love the way Kentrosaurus moves. I want to play Kentrosaurus more, and I like the pattern. This is just the default skin. Except for my iguana, all of my dinos, I think that's true, just have the default skin that they come with, but I just customize them in the original load screen and pick something distinctive. And I enjoy how they look. Some of the other skin textures are more intricate, more brightly colored, but I think this looks great. This one I like. So there is a berry bush up ahead, and that's what I need to eat. So I'm going to eat from the berry bush, and then I'm going to drink from the water, and if I haven't been attacked by anything by then, we're considering that a huge success. It's also a huge success if I successfully find the darn berry bush, because... oh, there it is. It's interesting because as I'm scoping it out, like watching for carnivores, I'm also in the back of my mind thinking, if I was a carnivore, where would I be ambushing myself from? And that's also making me think, oh, I should come here as a carnivore and ambush people. I think that herbivore... okay, I'm going to ramble about something, but then I'm going to stop if I hear anything. This is my ramble. I think herbivores need a mini-game of some kind. Because not enough people play herbivores to really make it feel like the Mesozoic. It just feels like, you know, carnivores hunting carnivores, and it's a bit weird. Because everybody's playing carnivores, because they're more exciting, because you get to hunt. I mean, this is a server that has rules where the herbivores can't just go mindlessly running around killing things, because you could do that if you wanted to, but that's stupid. Whatever. Don't mean to be judgmental. Just not the way that I want to play the game. But that being said, I do think that it's a little. It's just an extremely chill time, and maybe because as a herbivore, you're trying to avoid being eaten. But since the best way to avoid being eaten as a herbivore is to not log on, there's something a little bit more needs to be encouraging you to actually play as the herbivore. That's my little rant. I gallop very fast, so when need arises, I can run. All right. I'm trying to make my way back to the species profile for Kentrosaurus. Mentions that they like rolling around in the beach sand. So I'm going to get us vaguely pointed in the direction of the beach. That's vaguely in the right direction. And then we're going to leave this one. I've got so many more to go, my goodness. Here we go. Almost there. What comes next? Parasaurolophus? I think that's right. Yep. Oh, what is that noise? Oh, I'm out of waystone. Okay, I have spawned into existence. You know what? I'm already fed and watered. Let's not even touch this thing. I'm at a waystone. I'm perfectly safe because you're not allowed to attack people at waystones. I think I can just... Well, I don't want to just log out because somebody could do it and I wouldn't have a way to have any video evidence of the fact. Ugh. Sorry, I don't know how to fill the space. I might have to go in a sec. We will see. Somebody's nearby. But that doesn't have to matter now. Three, 2, 1, 0. Speaking of Styracosaurus, I think that's what that is. And I believe Styracosaurus is my only other herbivore, which is embarrassing. I need more herbivores. Yeah, exactly. What's your name? Squashosaurolophus. Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing. This is my little Styracosaurus. They're an adolescent because they got eaten by a Ceratosaurus, so they're little again. But I need to go, and I'll be back. And I'll be back with part 2 is going to be starting with Styracosaurus and then going through the carnivores. That's my plan anyway. We will see. So have a good one, and bye-bye.